Before we preview next week's games, let's speak a little bit about our predictions, Matthew. So, like I said before, if you want to join our Predictors League, then link will be in the description down below. I had a bit of a shocker this week, so essentially I forgot to predict 3 games. I forgot to predict the Arsenal West Ham game, I forgot to predict Leicester Burnley, and there was one more, let me just look here. I can't remember what the last one is. I've got to predict Villa Sheffield, and all 3 of those games I got the winners. who I thought would win won, so that would have been a lot of extra points. So how did you do this week, Matthew?
To be honest, it was better week than the first week. I moved up in the table to second, until Gavin Jesus decided to score last minute and cost me 20 points. But it was a promising weekend for me.
By the way, it's 30 points for a win, 15 points if you get like the winner and like the right goal difference, and it's 10 points to get the winner. Obviously 0 if you just predict the wrong score.
But I think the only game where I completely didn't get any points was it was 2. It was Chelsea and Man United. But other than that, I think every game I got 15 points.
Wow.
I lied. No, I didn't.
See, I predicted every game right apart from the United game, because I predicted United to win. But then because last week I was 3rd, and now I've dropped to. So here it is. So I've dropped to 6. I'm on 145 points. The person in 1st he's like predicted, and I'm not blaming him for predicting all of them. Like obviously you're meant to predict every game. It's just my fault for forgetting. Don't get on to him, man. But I'm on 100. He's on 185, and I know I will be in 1st place. Like obviously I'm not gonna give up. I also hopefully finish in 1st place. But yeah, I just need to make sure I predict every single game from now on, because I really should be at least second, man, at least. And then Jesus costs both of us 20 points. That's also annoying me.
That annoys me so much. I would have been level. I would be joint 1st, and I'm 25 points behind. Like imagine.
The game was literally about to end. That was like the night, like there was 4 minutes at the door, and it was like 30 seconds over. Since he had a corner, I was thinking, the game's over. 30 points easy.
Imagine.
Since Jesus scored, I was like, wow.
I feel like Brent so much, I was about to go on my phone because my brother predicted 3-1. I was about to go to him and be like, you didn't get 30 points. And then he said, I just had to shut up.
Oh my dude.
My face.
So if you want to be part of our Predictors League, you'll be joining in a bit late. However, you can still join in. Link will be in the description as always. App is called Forscore. The link for Apple users will be in the description, and if you're an Android user, then just type it into the Play Store. Okay, now moving on to the Premier League preview. First game, Brighton against Man United. Now Brighton, this season they are my team other than Chelsea. Me predicting to finish mid-table. Had a sick game. Lamptey is flipping amazing. I said this, man. They had a good game against. Who did they even play? I forgot who they played. I just know they had a good game. Newcastle. That's it. I had a very good game against Newcastle. Gave Chelsea a very good game as well. Against the Man United side, who had a poor start. So, how do you see this game going? Like, what do you think about this game?
This is like an unknown as well. I can feel like anything could happen. Like, Man United didn't get the best start. Brighton are looking good, sharp. I feel like Man United have to watch out for that. They can't be starting slow because Newcastle started slow, conceded 2 goals in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like Man United got to watch out for that. But I think Man United have the better team. They got more quality players. They should win. But if they don't, I'm not going to be surprised because of how Brighton have started the season.
How bad would this be for United? Like, if United don't win, like, how bad can this be for Ode, for the players' confidence, for Ed Woodward, who isn't making any signings? How bad can this actually be for United if they lose to Palace, then also lose to Brighton?
I feel like it could get bad. It's gonna force them to actually literally rush and go into the market and sign some players. And really and truly, a team like them, you shouldn't have to be rushing, panicking to make signings because of the way you started the season.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially
really
if is that with Kepa with Chelsea? Like obviously when we sold Courtois, we were desperate for a keeper. That's why we ended up paying like 72 mil for Kepa. Like Bilbao
exactly.
knew we were desperate, so they're able to like raise price that much. If teams know, oh, United are desperate, plus they are Man United, they have money, they can just raise the price for any player they want.
It's true. So I feel like
Yeah.
if they were to lose, it's gonna be very, very, very damaging for them. Like, not for the season and where they'll finish. More as if they were going to buy players, it's gonna be more expensive. They're gonna be more expensive. They're gonna
Then
overpay for
also
them.
then on the flip side, this a victory here would be amazing for Brighton. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I honestly think that they'll come out and I think they'll be the better team. I think they will be the better team 100%.
Yeah, right. Wait, is it at Brighton?
Yeah, it's at Amex.
Yeah, they have a good chance of winning. Like, I wouldn't put it past them for winning. I wouldn't be surprised.
And then after
If they
this
win.
game, United have quite a difficult run of fixtures. They have Spurs at home, so Spurs at Old Trafford, Newcastle at St James's Park. Then they got Chelsea at Old Trafford, Arsenal at Old Trafford, but that says TBD, so I don't know if that game is actually going to go ahead. Then got Everton, who have also made a really good start. So they have quite a tough run of games after this. So they really need to pick up some points here because otherwise, then it could lead to them having a tough start to the season, just like they had last year.
Yeah, it could. But
But
you
maybe
know,
this is what they need. You know, maybe they need a bit of a poor start. This will show them that maybe Oli isn't the man. I know I keep going on about this, but I just think that
but I don't
I
think
just
it's gonna
don't get how
happen.
you could be a team like Man United, and like it's kind of giving me Barcelona vibes. Like Barcelona just got in Koeman because you know he's gonna be a yes man for a little bit. Like Oli was originally signed on like basically like a loan manager move in it, and then they kind of had to give him a contract because of what he did against like PSG and all these teams. I just think that I just think it's a bit foolish and a bit showing that United don't really have much ambition right now because there's clearly better managers out there and they're just not going for them.
I don't know. Maybe they have, or Ole has an idea that no one else knows and no one else can see coming. But
I mean,
I,
if Oli has a good season, then hats off. Like hats off. Like I'll say at the end of the season that I was wrong. Like I'll come here and I'll replay the clip when I'm saying all this now, and I'll be like, I am wrong. I'll buy. I'm not gonna buy my United shirt. I'm not buying a Man United shirt. But but yeah, that's just literally. I just think that maybe having a poor start will be good for them, just so then they can maybe fix up a bit more about the club.
it's more of a wake up call thing, you know.
Exactly. All right. So see. So next week we'll probably like tell you our predictions and all that stuff. City Leicester, good game. This game obviously like 2 years ago gave City the league with that Vincent Company goal. How do you see this game going?
City win, to be honest.
Mm.
That I think that's the way City's going into the league. They can basically win every single game, and it's not even a question about it.
You know what's mad? Against who did City literally just play against Wolves? City didn't even bring on Mahrez. Like Ake looked good in that centre back role. John Stones, who has been a bit shaky recently, he looked decent. Even when Wolves came out in the second half, like all guns blazing, City still held on, got the win, like you need to do as a top team. Yeah, I think that City. There's a reason why I gave them as my champions because I knew that this season they'll come out looking like that. And I think although Leicester have had a good start, 2 wins from 2, 7 goals scored, only 2 goals conceded.
Yeah.
I still think that City may just be a bit too strong for them.
No, yeah, City, they look like a strong force, but like as you were saying about the Wolves game, it was more of City getting lucky that Wolves were missing chances than hanging on because
Yeah, definitely like City, like they gave Wolves too many chances.
because especially with the attackers they have Jimenez, that one like, straight
Hmm
up basically the penalty spot. He put it wide. Pedence had a couple chances. Ruben
Yeah.
Neves had a chance.
Why did was it Prudence or Neto? One of them like let the ball go through their legs and let
It was
like why didn't he
Pedence.
just why didn't he just shoot it there? I don't get that.
I don't know. He was in a better position. If he shot, that would have
That was
probably
probably
went
going
in.
to the top corner if he shot
Exactly.
that.
I don't know. I question that as well. But City got lucky there. But I think although they did get lucky, I feel like they're going to be the strongest force this season. They're going to be an
Mm.
extremely hard team to beat, especially like the players like Ferran Torres. Like you said, Mars didn't even come on.
Yeah.
You still got Aguero to come back, Laporte to
Laporte didn't
come
even
back.
play. Hmm
Exactly. Gundogan in that midfield. You realise that they're playing a different midfield. They're playing two DMs and De Bruyne.
hmm
So different
Even
midfield.
Foden looks really good last game. Obviously, he got his goal. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Foden looked very very good. Last night was it last night? Yeah, wait, no, it was 2 days ago.
Nah, nah.
Two
Two
nights
days.
ago.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
nights ago. Yeah. Um, how what is Foden's like? How high can Foden go this season? What do you think he will? How many goals? How many assists do you think he'll get? In the league. Bear in mind, he probably won't start every game. But how many goals? How many assists do you think he can accumulate this season?
I'd say 9 goals, 7 assists.
That'll be really. That's actually a good season. That's what 16 goal contributions. That's like a 20 year old.
Yeah. To be fair, like, I would assume. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like based on the season that he could have, he's obviously not going to be starting every game.
Yeah.
Pep likes to rotate his squad a lot.
Mhm.
So I feel like for him, 9 goals, 7 assists would be a successful season
Yeah, definitely.
for
Wait,
him. Yeah, definitely.
did Bernardo Silva start? Oh, Bernardo
Like
Silva didn't even
Bernardo
start. Wait,
Silva.
he's injured. He's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got injured in international duty.
Mm.
Um, okay, so City looking at the very strong season. How high do you think Leicester can finish? Because they've started well. The last season didn't really end that well. It's just a bit like probably like after Christmas they kind of were a bit on and off with their form. Where do you think Leicester can finish?
Like Leicester have started the season very bright. Better than what I expected them to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like they could finish top 6, but remember they have the European football this season, and that they don't have the depth. So I feel like that. Like I feel like when I feel like it could be the same season as when they were in Champions League. They kind of focused a lot on the Champions League and forgot about the league, and they didn't do as well.
Mhm. To be fair, they did get the first out without all the English clubs. To be fair, so
Yeah, exactly. But it could be that season again.
yeah.
But I don't think. And it's Europa League. It's not Champions League.
Yeah, a lot more games than Europa League.
So like
Got an extra round.
Yeah, exactly, the extra round. But again, the teams are a lot easier.
But they are also a lot further away. Like you probably get teams that are like in Azerbaijan and places like that. Like the teams that you get in the Europa League are a lot further away than in Champions League.
Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, that is true. But and I feel like they'll do it right. I'd say 100% top 8.
I don't think that's 100%. I think that Wolves, and I feel really bad. I feel really dumb because I said Wolves finished like 10th, and I feel really dumb now because the way they started the season is really good. But I think that Wolves look stronger. I think if Leeds can pan the defense, then they look stronger. Everton look really good this season. I think that Leicester will definitely get top half. They will push for that top 8 spot, but I think Everton I think Everton will probably be the team that. I think Everton will be like the best of the rest this season. They're probably Wolves just behind them, and then Leicester. Okay, now let's preview the last game. Liverpool Arsenal, big game. This Arsenal have looked very promising. Started very well this season. Although we do have to say they have played smaller teams. They've only played Fulham. They've only played West Ham. So let's calm it down a little bit. But Arsenal have started well. Liverpool have also started well. Liverpool at Anfield, and we have seen that away teams have been doing quite well recently. So, what's your view?
My view is that I think Liverpool will win. Partly because Arsenal have played them twice within about a month and a half, 2 months. Arsenal beat them twice. So I feel like it's kind of payback, and especially the way Liverpool started the season. Arsenal do have an injury at the back with Tierney. But I think on the day, I think Liverpool's going to be too strong for them. Personally.
Also, didn't they beat West Ham just past? I didn't watch the game, but yeah, they just beat West Ham by scoring a goal late, didn't they?
Yeah, 85th minute, and Nketiah comes on. It was good play from. Can't remember who it was, but I think Ceballos was part of it. Yeah, it was good play from them. A well created goal, but West Ham, who did they lose to? Newcastle.
Yeah.
You should really be burying that team a lot earlier than the 85th minute.
Although I think Arsenal will definitely play well. I think they'll have moments. But I think that it's Liverpool, isn't it? They are still one of the strongest teams, and Arsenal are definitely working towards getting to that level. But I think that for this season, they just won't be strong enough for them.
No, I can agree with that.